Denham Springs, Louisiana. Pro Wrestling 225. My name is Nastico, and I am the best manager. I am the best manager because I will do whatever it takes to get the job done. I'll do anything and everything for my clients. My clients, the NCA. So you know the nasty POS. But for the first time ever at Pro Wrestling 225, I present to you my fastest rising client. He is 100% Mexicano, the power glider, Martinez. Go and tell him.
Mr. Vroom Vroom, aka the Power Glide, has arrived to Pro Wrestling 225. I am making my debut going against one-on-one with the biggest doofus of them all, Mr. Cory. Don't give a damn what your last name is, because Eddie Martinez is taking over. With a K, I'm taking over the singles competition here in 225, and by doing that, by going through you, Cory, who I don't give a damn what your last name.
See, he doesn't care what your last name is, but I know you care about nasty POS. You see, I have the Black Taylor Swift, TJ Slater, and I got Levi Lucas here, and they're going against WildThing and Beautiful Bobby. And they're not only going against them in a regular tag team match. No. This is a tag team championship match, baby.
What happened to the other one?
Oh, listen, it's okay.
Brett, you have got to be the worst general manager I have ever seen in professional wrestling. You didn't even book us again to compete for the Pro Wrestling 225 Tag Team Championships, but you know what? That's okay, because we will handle Not So Beautiful Bobby and WildThing. We have business with you, WildThing, anyway, because you interfered in nasty business, so we don't mind taking your tag team championships from you.
Now, Pro Wrestling 225, listen up, because I'm going to say this once. This is the NCA, and we will do whatever it takes to get the job done. You will see new tag team champions, and I will defeat Cory. So you like it or not, go cry me a river.
That's right. You see, the NCA, we're nastier than ever. And Pro Wrestling 225, you better get ready because it's going to get real nasty for you because I am the best manager.
At the end of the day, it's the end of the day.
Soul of Pro Wrestling 225, Korey Konstantine. Somebody help me off this thing.
Pro Wrestling 225 family, this is Unleashed. I'm Spencer Hunt alongside Landon Corbin, and we are here at 225 Mania, and faction warfare is heating up. On tonight's episode in the main event, WildThing and Beautiful Bobby defend their tag team titles against Nasty Co-affiliates, Property of Self.
That's exactly right, Spencer. And we're going to see the debut of a brand new member of the Nasty Co-affiliates in the Power Glider. Eddie Martinez going one-on-one tonight against the Killjoys, Korey Konstantine. This is Unleashed.
I don't really have a whole lot of time to do this, and normally I don't even acknowledge people who don't want to acknowledge me. But let me go ahead and give you your 5 minutes of fame right now. Eddie Martinez. See, Nastico, you're supposed to roll the R's, not the D's, but you can certainly roll D's. So you don't want to say my name, Eddie? You don't want to say my name when nobody's around you? Or even if somebody is around you, you don't want to say my name. It's weird, because your girlfriend was certainly saying it the other day. That's neither here nor there. But let me go ahead and give you a quick rundown of who I am, Eddie Martinez. I am the longest combined pro wrestling 225 champion of all time. So you're going to come into my house and you're going to say, this doofus, one of the most decorated going. This doofus, current tag team champion, who, by the way, will beat the POS pieces of shit or property of self or whatever they're called whenever they want their actual title match. So Eddie Martinez, not only tomorrow night in Denham Springs, Louisiana, at 225 Mania, will you say my name? But you will never forget the name Korey Konstantine. Punk ass.
Mr. Broom, the power glider, Eddie Martinez, has arrived for the very first time in Pro Wrestling 225, and you better believe he did not come alone. A part of Nasty Co. affiliates, of course, with the best manager, Nasty Co.
Looking pretty snazzy
and accompanied by property of self. Okay, Eddie Martinez, the power glider. I said Mr. Vroom Vroom, multiple-time tag team champion.
Did you just say that?
What? Property of self. Nothing you can say is good enough for those guys. But Eddie Martinez, who couldn't even be bothered to get Korey Konstantine's last name, has made it to Pro Wrestling 225.
Well, say what you will about Eddie Martinez, this man making his Pro Wrestling 225 debut tonight. Nasty Co. knows how to pick him. We know if we're just strictly talking about wrestling ability and output and performance, property of self, one of the most impressive tag teams in Pro Wrestling 225. Eddie Martinez is a name that everyone in Texas is very, very familiar with. Trust me. Nasty Co. very proud to have this man in his corner now here in Pro Wrestling 225.
Is that official? Is that an official stat? Oh, I have heard that about him. Spencer makes, but it's not nearly enough.
Somebody get her a glass of water.
Man, oh man.
Man,
I do want you
Scrabble
to-
and tic-tac-toe. That's not bad.
That's impressive. I hear he's not a great thumb warrior. I've heard that.
What if he does work?
Here's the thing to notice here. Cory Konstantine is by himself. Look at who's in Eddie Martinez's corner. Nasty Co, property of self. And it's the numbers game that the Killjoys usually use to take advantage of a situation. But we know that Lockhart and Barrett and Wes Warren, for damn sure, have more than had their hands full tonight. So, how is Cory Konstantine going to react when he has no one in his corner tonight? Let me be very clear. He lets you know in his ring introduction that there are very few that are as accomplished as a singles competitor in Pro Wrestling 225 as Cory Konstantine. But can he climb uphill tonight against the Power Glider?
1 point to Eddie Martinez here in the early goings as he gets Cory Konstantine back into the corner at that collar and elbow.
Eddie Martinez said he was going to come into Pro Wrestling 225 to take over the singles division, and he was going to do that by going through Cory Konstantine.
It's like Cory trying to get right into the face here of Eddie. A little bit of an eye rake there, hard to tell. I think neither of these two are find it too problematic to cut corners and do whatever tactics.
Yeah, the rule
need to be
book
done.
more of guidelines for these men, I would say.
Yep. Here we go. Another collar and elbow here. Eddie's going to look to outpower Cory Konstantine, and now it's Cory Konstantine getting the upper hand.
Well, we know that's an underrated part of Konstantine's game, right? Very, very powerful. And here's the deal. Eddie Martinez, I understand, he's here to make a mark in Pro Wrestling 225, but he's across the ring from a former two-time heavyweight champion in Cory Konstantine.
Exactly right. Not the easiest man to step in and make a debut against. But, I mean, Cory Konstantine is sort of kind of like the leveling stick that you have as someone coming in. It's just like, okay, can you hang with the big boys? Let's see how well you do against Konstantine.
Well, Eddie Martinez was trying there for a test of strength, but really just got into the head of Konstantine and took advantage. Leapfrog there. Eddie Martinez up and over as well. Takes down Konstantine. Body press. Kick out at one. Konstantine takes Martinez down now. Double drop kick.
Look
and
at
it's
these
a stalemate.
two on the same page, man. Very, very impressive work for both of these men.
Well,
Clearly trying to get an early advantage.
Right, Landon, I said it earlier, Martinez wasn't even bothered with who Cory Konstantine was, but Konstantine made a promise that Eddie Martinez would not just say his name, but remember it here tonight at 225 Mania.
Oh, well, Eddie's not going to want to shake his hand then. Okay, we're going to do the other hand. Okay, Konstantine said no problem. And, oh! Martinez just suckers in Konstantine. Here's another shot. Man, Nastico really, oh! Hard chop here. Nastico's really racking him up here in Pro Wrestling 225. He's got, quite the team that we've seen him put together.
But it's the same question that we've asked already here at 225 Mania. The Killjoys had all of the momentum coming in, but it's been a rough night for them already. Can Cory Konstantine save them?
Gonna do his best effort here against Eddie Martinez, and look at this arm drag. Here's another one from Konstantine.
Absolutely beautiful.
Back up on
there.
his feet. Look at that hurricanrana just from standing. Look at that drop kick. Konstantine not letting up.
Konstantine letting it known that he's barely breaking a sweat here. Uh-oh, Konstantine off the ropes. Baseball slide, gets out of the way.
Very smart here. Going straight for Martinez, not not letting up, going straight for the attack.
Yeah, Martinez, I would call this friendly territory for Eddie, but dangerous territory for Korey Konstantine.
But,
Everybody knows. What's my name, Eddie? What's my name, Eddie?
You better say nice things about us, not him.
He said he was going to try to get Martinez to say his name tonight.
yeah, Martinez clearly got under the skin of Korey Konstantine with those comments, not getting his name. Korey hadn't forgotten.
No, Korey Konstantine, a reputation that far exceeds himself. So I can understand the frustration there, but his attention fully on Eddie Martinez now. But wait, the second I say that, he takes a look over at Nastico, and Martinez takes advantage, and Korey Konstantine ducked to the outside.
He crashed hard on the outside here.
Nastico is in Korey Konstantine's head, and Martinez taking full advantage. Because Nastico is the best manager. He wanted me to relay that to all of you.
Is he paying you to say all
He
that?
sure is.
What, Nastico just said you were the best commentator.
Oh, is that right? I don't believe it.
Look at this, Eddie Martinez using every single inch of that ring to his advantage.
Well, and it feels a little bit like Bizarro World out here, right? The chance for Korey Konstantine. We haven't heard that in a very long time, since he joined the Killjoys, at least, right? And that just goes to show how unlikable Nastico affiliate is here in Denham Springs.
You could say that again. I mean, we know the history that Korey Konstantine has in this very building, the very building where he won the heavyweight championship for the very first time.
Eddie Martinez with a rear chin lock there and what he thought was the most impressive move of the match so far.
Yeah, I've been really kind of shocked at the actions of Martinez here. We've heard the fabled skill and the ability and the agility
Jawbreaker from Konstantine.
of the power glider, and it seems like Eddie is not interested in picking up the pace. He'd rather just pick Korey Konstantine apart.
Martinez, oh, gets the feet up.
And what is he doing here? Martinez distracting the referee, and Nastico choking the life out of Konstantine in the corner.
I mean, that is absolutely Nastico game plan.
Oh, man.
To a T. And a boot to the face of Konstantine. That could be it right there. Cover on Konstantine, but a kick out.
Seems like the game plan from Nastico and affiliates.
Landon is the numbers game catching up to Korey Konstantine.
Seems like every step of the way, Nastico and his lackeys are finding a way to get the advantage on their side. And I mean, how could they not? This is essentially a handicap match.
Martinez charging into Konstantine now. Big clothesline. Rolls over. Charges again. Shoulder thrust there.
Eddie back on his feet already. And look at this.
Time. Snapmares now. And it's all offense for Martinez. Basement drop kick there.
Martinez finding a lot of success with keeping Korey Konstantine grounded, and only a 2 count there.
And the frustration setting in for Korey Konstantine.
One thing you don't want to do is piss off Korey Konstantine.
Martinez taking his time here. Off the ropes.
A little too much time. Korey's recovered.
Beautiful, beautiful kick. We've seen that from Konstantine time and time again. And it could be just what Konstantine needed to get back into this thing.
Exactly right. Look at that. Oh my God. I've seen him quite get to his feet that way.
And the straps are coming down,
You know
baby.
it's serious.
Oh, a little extra for the ladies in Denham Springs. Although I think that might have been for Nastico coming up and over. And a stomp.
The people stomp.
Senton. Korey Konstantine cover on Martinez, and 2. Official George Strong in perfect position.
Just like that, Korey's trying to get this thing back in his momentum. Okay, gotta put the straps back up.
Straps back on. Straps are going back on.
just so they can come right back down. Ooh!
Knee to the back of the head.
Careful here.
We've seen this before, trying to follow it up.
Man, these hard shots to the back of the neck. Softening up Martinez, but Eddie lands on his feet. Oh, that hook kick catches Korey Konstantine right in the chin. Martinez has him up. Falcon arrow. This could be it right here for Konstantine. Oh,
Was that two?
How
Was that
close
two?
was that?
Two?
George Strong says only a 2 count. Somehow Korey Konstantine has survived. What is it going to take for Eddie Martinez to put away the former heavyweight champion? Power glider lasering in on Konstantine. Here he goes. But no, Konstantine catches him. Oh my God!
Turns him around. Cover on Martinez for the win. No. But Konstantine stays right on him. Look at this.
Got that chin lock on with the bridge.
Konstantine.
Has to go calling for a timeout. How many of those does he get again?
Zero. Martinez just tapped out. But the official didn't see it.
Levi Lucas and TJ Slater are in the ring here. Oh man, come on, you gotta be kidding me. Nasty Go's got George Strong's ears covered. Of course, Crawford himself acting like they were never anywhere. And oh my God, the knee delivered right to the mush.
And the cover on Konstantine.
And Nasty Co and affiliates have stolen one from the Killjoys here at 225 Mania.
Here is your winner, the Power Glider, Eddie Martinez.
Korey Konstantine never stood a chance tonight, Landon. This thing was 4-on-1.
How in the world could Konstantine have dealt with all of this?
Yeah, Eddie Martinez, a win in his Pro Wrestling 225 debut against the former 2-time heavyweight champion, Korey Konstantine.
Yeah, just like Nasty Co and his boys screw it up.
Levi Lucas making sure that I know it, that you know it, that everyone watching Pro Wrestling 225 Unleashed knows it.
Well, Nasty Co set out what he said he was going to do. Everybody here in Denham Springs now will remember the name Eddie Martinez.
Pro Wrestling 225, it is your women's champion, the owner of the finest squads in women's wrestling, Quadzilla T Games. And this Saturday, it is 225 Mania. And my title is on the line against Shay Carmichael. Now this is a first time ever matchup. I have never stepped in the ring with Shay. She has never felt the power of the 28-inch quads. But this Saturday, she will, and I'm going to walk out 225 Mania, still your women's champion, and I'm going to continue to be the greatest women's champion that 225 has ever had.
Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by the best manager, Nasty Girl, from Dallas, Texas, bringing a none of your business, the team of the Black Taylor Swift, TJ Slater, and the big dresser, Levi Lucas, property of South.
Nasty Co. affiliates have already made their mark here at 225 Mania. And ever since they debuted in Pro Wrestling 225, Property of Self has been looking for tag team gold. Will tonight be the night they capture it at 225 Mania?
Well done. The greatest tag team.
The Power Glider telling us they are the greatest tag team. Listen, I gotta give it to Nasty Co affiliates. They are the most confident group of people I've ever met in my life.
I mean, how could they not be? I mean, it looks like these two tag team challengers we have tonight were chiseled out of stone. That is the greatest manager, self-proclaimed. But how can you prove him wrong? He's done such a great job with Property of Self here. We know this man brought Bo Amir into Pro Wrestling 225, and now the Power Glider is right here in Pro Wrestling 225. Nasty Co affiliates is a force to be reckoned with. Who brought the party?
Beautiful Bobby, of course, making his return at Homecoming earlier this year, winning tag team gold with WildThing, a moment we never thought we'd see. And he is back here tonight at 225 Mania to tell Property of Self that their chances of getting tag team gold are zero here tonight.
Yeah. You know what? Ask me if I think Property of Self is going to win the tag belt.
Hey. Is Property of Self going to win tag team belts tonight?
Nope.
Yeah, there you go.
Beautiful Bobby back in 225. Homecoming was like a dream, Spencer, like absolutely a moment we never saw coming. But now one half of tag team champions here in 225, and can you believe it? He's gonna be teaming with WildThing to take on Property of Self. I mean, look at these beautiful new belts we have here now.
When you think about unforgettable moments and first time things happening in Pro Wrestling 225, I think we're about to experience a new one, Landon, and I could not be more excited.
I got chills already, Spencer.
And now, performing WildThing's music live, native of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, recording artist and actor, Johnny Hustle.
Hustlemania is running wild in Denham Springs. What a moment.
Johnny Hustle from right here in the 225, here at Pro Wrestling 225. What an entrance for the champion WildThing, here to defend the tag team titles against Property of Self alongside beautiful Bobby here at 225 Mania.
Making the moment as big as possible. A big shout out to Mad Game Entertainment and Johnny Hustle for his talents tonight. And now our attention turns to the ring. Very serious business. WildThing and beautiful Bobby, the emotional high of grabbing tag team gold at Homecoming back in Plaquemine as Pro Wrestling 225 returned home. Now, can they ride those emotions and those waves to 225 Mania tonight? We had the big entrance. We have the big fight feel. But now, look across the ring, and you've got TJ Slater and Levi Lucas, who are not alone, who have Nasty Co. and the Power Glider Eddie Martinez on the outside as well. Landon, 225 Mania tag team match tonight. What does WildThing and beautiful Bobby have to do to ride the wave and retain the gold tonight?
Well, listen, you touched on it. The numbers game is gonna be a factor. They just have to be aware. They need to keep eyes in the back of their heads. Luckily, there's two of them, right? So there's only one legal man. But at some point in this matchup, the numbers game is going to be a problem. It's how do we persevere? How do we hang on? How do we survive?
Well, when you think about perseverance and you think about those qualities, no one embodies them like WildThing. We've long said the heart of Pro Wrestling 225. And it's going to be beautiful Bobby and TJ Slater starting things off tonight.
As you touched on earlier, man, the confidence just oozes off of Property of Self every time they step through that curtain.
Yeah, I mean, we've said it about Nasty Co. affiliates from the day they walked in. They are the most confident group I have ever seen. And now, what are they going to do with momentum on their side?
Yeah, I would give a lot of credit to Nasty Co. with that, right? That's just one of the things that a good manager is going to do for you. And I mean, they're coming here, another championship opportunity. Oh, Property of Self, and TJ Slater just runs into a shoulder tackle from beautiful Bobby.
The first time TJ didn't budge, but this time he's knocked on his ass.
Bobby making fun of the physique of TJ Slater.
Ooh, drop toe hold.
Seems
Send
like
Slater into the middle turnbuckle.
Working to his advantage here. Those mind games from Bobby.
Nice scoop and slam there. Off the ropes. Are we going to see it? There it is. Leg drop to TJ Slater. Cover to retain. No, kick out at 2. Still in the early going of this matchup here, Landon. We talked about what Bobby and WildThing need to do. What does Property of Self need to do to get their biggest win in 225 as a tag team so far?
We do avoid things like this right here. Oh, man.
Great offense there.
Bobby just hanging onto that wrist, and WildThing comes crashing down with all of his weight. And this is exactly the opposite of what Property of Self needs to do. WildThing hooks the leg, TJ Slater gets that arm up. They need to keep the pace slowed down. They obviously, these frequent tags right here between the champions is what's going to lead to their success. Property of Self needs to find a way to separate them away from each other, to cut that ring in half and get back into this thing.
Looking like tandem offense, double suplex there by beautiful Bobby and WildThing. Shoots the half, Bobby with the cover, and a kick out at 2 there. I still have to sort of wipe my eyes and blink a little bit and do a double take, seeing WildThing and Bobby teaming together here in 225.
And look, I love the black and the pink together, paying homage to another famous tag team.
Ducks under.
Oh,
and this time
man.
Slater gets a big clothesline. And we know how strong TJ Slater can be.
And TJ Slater, that man can turn things around on you in a heartbeat. And look at this, yep, TJ Slater.
That was just kind of gross.
Slowing down the pace. Oh, he doesn't care.
Oh yeah, no, he sure doesn't.
TJ Slater calls himself the Black Taylor Swift. He don't care about nothing.
Whips Bobby across. Ooh, look at the power! Unbelievable!
Maybe he'll prove me wrong tonight. I think he cares about winning those tag team belts. I mean, just incredible power from Slater.
Well, you know, I spoke to him earlier tonight. He said of the chances of Beautiful Bobby and WildThing retaining, he said never in their wildest dreams will they retain tonight. Off the rope, Levi. Oh, and
man.
Bobby runs into a boot.
Did you see the height that Slater got on that jump?
And a flex for good measure.
Seemed like he cleared Bobby by like 2 times. Oh, Nastico calling for it right now. Your challengers aren't out of the woods yet, Nastico. Oh, what is this?
That, again, a play right out of Nastico's playbook. The taunt to WildThing, lure him into the ring just so you can choke the life out of his tag team partner, Beautiful Bobby.
There's that hard knee there from Lucas. Going for it again, right across the throat of Beautiful Bobby.
Oh, well, I mean, what did Denham Springs do to deserve that?
Lucas keeping on the offense here on Bobby. Oh, pandering to the crowd here. And this may be the Achilles heel for Property of Self. You know, we've seen them do that a few times. Right when it seems like the momentum is in their favor. Sure, they want to slow the pace, but it seems like they let up on their opponents maybe a little bit too much.
Well, they're confident, right? That's been their MO from the jump. As Slater powers into Beautiful Bobby with a clothesline there, but he takes his eyes off of him.
Slater kept his eyes off of Bobby a little too long, Spencer.
Throwing rights now. Scoops him up.
Earlier we saw the power from Slater, and now no.
Slater knocks his way out of it, and there's some more power. Look at this.
Couldn't hang on.
Gets him back up.
Get him up this time. Oh, Bobby's gonna try and get Slater, and he does. Unbelievable.
Ring rattling, but unable to make the cover. And now we're at a reset point. I think both of these men need a tag.
You know, I've never seen a test of strength quite like that, Spencer.
No kidding.
And just listen to the fans here at 225 Mania. WildThing calling for the tag. There's a tag on both sides here. Oh,
nice drop kick. You can hear Denham Springs come alive now.
Look at the height that WildThing gets on these drop kicks.
Oh, super kick. And another one.
Oh, man.
Cover to retain.
Oh, man.
Oh, right at the last second, Levi Lucas gets a shoulder rub.
Now Nastico up on the apron.
But WildThing, his focus still on Levi Lucas, going for the wild side, but wait, Martinez is in. What the hell is that about? Artificial distracted the whole time for the win. No, WildThing kicks out at 2.
Just got the shoulder up at the last possible second.
It's what we saw in the Konstantine match earlier tonight.
Exactly.
The same play, they ran it again, but this time, WildThing is able to kick out and the match keeps going.
What else you got in your book, Nastico?
The first plan didn't work, plan A didn't work. Does he have a plan B? Or is WildThing too much to overcome?
Look, Eddie Martinez can't believe it. Oh,
man. But Lucas able to back up into his corner. I don't know that WildThing notices the tag.
That's right, Slater now the legal man. And oh, man. All the force of that forearm just absolutely colliding into WildThing with that clothesline.
Oh, and we've seen this from Property of Self before. Oh!
Could be all she wrote.
Driving WildThing into the mat.
Bobby's
Cover.
nowhere to be seen. And we've got new tag team champions.
Slater, Levi Lucas, Property of Self.
We talked about it at the jump. An emotional night, an emotional year for WildThing and Beautiful Bobby. They needed to use that to their advantage tonight, but the numbers game of Nasty Co. affiliates proves to be too much, and Property of Self accomplishes a goal they've had since they stepped into Pro Wrestling 225, and they've got championship gold to wear around their waist.
Finally, Nasty Co. puts together the golden playbook, taking home gold for Nasty Co. and affiliates. What a night for that team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've talked about this. In order to get ahead in Pro Wrestling 225, you have to have friends. You have to have people to watch your back. And with the addition of Eddie Martinez, Nasty Co. affiliates is suddenly looking like a very, very powerful group in Pro Wrestling 225. And I don't think TJ Slater or Levi Lucas could be happier.